Welcome to the Buddies podcast episode. Ryan, you remember, right?
Dude, how did you forget this? It's been 30 minutes.
For episode 4,
Yeah, it's just 4.
because I remember everything.
Mm-hmm.
I remember a lot of things.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can test me. Ask me something right now.
Do you remember what you were doing on this day 3 years ago?
You know what I was doing this day?
Hmm.
I was looking at comedy night reviews. That's what I was doing.
Yeah, dude, comedy night reviews. Yeah?
They're amazing. They're funny.
Yeah, it's too bad the game died.
It would have been a pretty cool place.
Probably.
Probably.
Rest in peace.
The game.
Rest in peace, comedy night. What an idea, dude. I think, honestly, that they fucked up that game just based off of the marketing and shit for it.
Definitely, because I never heard of that game until I seen somebody playing it.
Well, no, that's the way that you learn about like most games, but I saw somebody play it and the sprites and shit they don't have sprites. Like the models of the people going up on stage just kind of look like shit. Like they don't really look good.
You would say something like that?
They look like a off-brand Disney character. Like they're just super weird looking.
They look like you, bro.
But they need to I don't know. I think for that to succeed, they needed like more moderation, I guess, to a certain degree. Because from what I could tell, nobody wanted to play it because they all just got called slurs, and most of them liked it because they played like shooters and shit. But the people who actually make up like player bases for most of these games fucking did not like it at all because they couldn't tell a joke. But
I mean, I don't know what you expected from a game like that. I felt like that was just bound to happen.
I feel like it wasn't made to be
The fact that
made to be up for long.
you have a mic where nobody else can say anything, and everybody else has to listen to you.
No, you can still say shit in the crowd.
True, but I feel like it's a lot more dimmed down than as opposed to like you're talking. You know what I mean?
I don't know about that.
I know about that.
Okay, white boy.
Oh, okay, we gotta cut that out. He's racist.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Dude, this is a horrible start.
No, this
Okay,
is
anyway.
this is funny.
Yeah, speaking of games, CS:GO Surf got fucking nuked.
Yeah,
It kind of got nuked.
it got like half nuked.
It still exists. Some people still play it. But
Some people still play. That's crazy to say after the game dropped like a week ago.
well, no, I mean,
It's true,
no, I'm
though.
not talking
It's
about
true,
CS2.
though.
I'm talking about CS Surf, like the surf component of CS:GO.
I mean, just overall in CS2, kind of. I mean, not really anybody that's playing it is actually like, this is fun. Everybody's kind of like, this shit sucks.
No, a lot of people are enjoying it now that there's a fix. You're not hearing anything about it because people are actually just playing the game. There's just not that many content creators that anyone really gives a fuck about
With that game.
watch. Yeah, like most of them are just like skin people. That's like really the only and I guess like Franz J, and that's it. Like other than that,
Fitz raccoon eggs, but I mean, like,
they haven't uploaded.
no, they upload, but
Fitz
they,
uploads like every 2 weeks, and it's just kind of eh.
I think it's pretty good.
I don't think anybody's like that hyped over a Fitz upload anymore.
Maybe somebody is. Not really me. I don't really watch Fitz too much, but I watch a bit of his stuff, not like religiously. Well, I think it's
But
pretty
there's nothing like popping off on CS. It's all just like
No, yeah.
people who have existed before still making content on it. There's nothing unique in CS2 quite yet.
CS is very old heads, you know what I mean? Like people that played it stuck around and they still stick around to play it, but newer people probably are not going to play it. They'll probably go to Valorant just because Valorant's more talked about. It's not that CS isn't mainstream, but like for the longest time, I feel like CS hasn't really done anything with their game as opposed to like other games where they've just continuously like updated their game, added new stuff, did things to fix it, stuff like that. Where I think after like so many people were hyped for CS2 because it was like an actual big update that was coming out. Considering that game, I feel like hasn't been touched in like a while. But even if it has been touched, it definitely wasn't like it wasn't as much work put onto it as opposed to like other games. So that's why like a lot of people also went to Valorant because it was a newer style, but also like just the kind of the way Valorant plays and CS play are very similar. Not in like map play and stuff like that, but just so much more like stand still to shoot the gun. You can't move while shooting. That kind of a place. It's not like a Call of Duty or anything like that, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a tac shooter. Like
Yeah,
COD isn't.
yeah,
And tac shooters really, other than Valorant, in the past couple of years, haven't really had much. Because CS:GO was just an older model that they were just going to build off of eventually. It isn't a new game; it's an update. That's kind of what you have to realize. Like the game has just been updated. It isn't like a brand new game. Like all of the shit that was in CS:GO is just still in this game. It's just an update.
yeah.
And they just removed a bunch of features that I cared about personally and a lot of other people cared about, like community servers and community maps and workshop maps. All of that's been taken out. So the only thing that we have right now is pretty much what Valve has made in this given moment.
Wah wah.
So we have to wait for Valve to support community servers so that we can actually go back to Surf and stuff like that.
And have the phone.
Although you still can go back on Surf, you just have to go through like demo viewer and shit like that, which honestly isn't that hard, and there is still people playing, but mostly on like weekends from what I can tell so far. But other than that, yeah. How do I need to re-enlist in the beta of this. Oh, RKV test pixel test. Maybe they actually added something. There's something in here now that's new.
For what?
Like, where you go to beta participation to go back to CSGO.
Mm-hmm.
It's in there. Oh shit! I have to re-download CSGO again.
Yeah,
I
don't
get the
do
fuck
that.
out of here.
Don't do
They
that.
call it CSGO Legacy now instead of demo viewer, so it looks a little bit more,
Ancient.
I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I think I've talked CSGO to death pretty much within this past couple months. Well, not couple months. Yeah, I guess couple months. I don't know. I feel like we end up on a CS topic pretty much every single podcast, and I'm just kind of tired of it.
Yeah, no, I kind of feel the same way. It's just the thing we usually do, right? Like it's kind of the
Yeah.
plus two with
like a
CS2 coming
day-to-day
out
thing.
like a week ago or two. It's like, how do you not?
Yeah. It's kind of crazy to feel like the game's only been out for 2 weeks because it feels like it's been out way longer just because of
Right?
the beta.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The game's fun. It feels good. They need to tweak some things, like hitboxes are kind of fucky. Pistols are really bad. But it's playable now. It's fun. People are playing it. There's an active fan base. People aren't like, I don't know. It just feels normal. Like back to normal almost. But
Almost back to normal.
yeah, I've been playing a lot of Skyrim instead of CS
Yeah, I've
recently.
noticed that.
Just because, I don't know, like since Surf isn't there, I can still record Surf. But I'm like halfway in between wanting to start editing this video and like not thinking I have enough clips right now. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of giving myself time to like record more. Also, I got sick, so that kind of fucked it up.
Oh
I
yeah.
got sick like Wednesday this week. Today's, well, it's Monday of the next week now. But yeah, I'm still trying to get over that. That's why I sound kind of nasally. But it basically put a halt in all the shit that I had going on. Like I was recording Surf. I was getting ready to edit this video, bunch of other stuff, and yeah, it pretty much just stopped all momentum in like a day. So I've been trying to like work my way back up on that. And while I was sick, I started watching this YouTuber called Sips that I used to watch when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Play his Skyrim playthrough. Like it's like a 10-year-old playthrough. And yeah, I haven't really ever played through the game fully. Like I've started characters and I've kind of just like let them dwindle on like old hard drives and just lost them. So I've never really played the game almost to completion, which takes a long fucking time. I don't know how long the main quest even is in the game, but yeah, I really haven't played the game in about 10 years or like 8 years, something like that. Like the last time I played it was on a shitty old laptop, so this is honestly like my first time actually seeing the full game, like the way it was meant to be seen.
Like, yeah.
I feel like I've gotten pretty far already. It's only been like 10 hours in game, so yeah, it's pretty good though. It runs a little fucky just because it's an old ass game from 2012 that really didn't have that much optimization to it. But it's fun, man. I like it. It's a nice game that I don't have to think when I play. I can just immerse myself into the game. Yeah, it's an RPG game, so I mean, like, you just completely sink into your surroundings, and you just don't really have to think about anything, which is good and also kind of sucks because it's another distraction. And I'm really bad with using games as distractions. Like, I've kind of just always done that. So it's probably not the best thing that I've been doing it so often. I probably should be working on this video a little bit more, but I don't know. I've also just gotten kind of tired. Yeah, but I also like just want to enjoy it. Like, I don't want to make content out of
that's right.
my leisure game. Yeah. A lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, you should stream it. Let me see what you're doing. You should stream." But like, if I do stream, I want it to be high energy and I want it to be engaging throughout the entirety of the time that I'm live. And most of the times I want my streams to almost have like a gimmick or like some reason that like I'm streaming, not just that like, hey, I hit the button.
Yeah.
And I just haven't really figured that out quite yet on what I want to do. Like, I want to have a premise to my streams most of the time if I can. Or like a challenge, I suppose, would be cool. But yeah, Skyrim, I want to just like keep to myself and just have like this little thing that I can just hop off and hop back on over and over again too, because it's a very special game to me. But yeah, it's fun. That sounds up.
I wanted to go back on one thing. Are you recording any CS2? Or are you just doing surf?
I tried for a little bit. It's really weird because no one really talks unless spoken to. Like, there isn't like a conversation already happening, so you almost have to start everything in there. And even when you do, like, if you just slip something into like the chat and shit like that, most times people will type back, but they won't speak back. So it's really hard to record. A lot of people that I've seen in CS2 honestly are from Valorant. So they're kind of just used to typing, or they're just really antisocial. It's a weird mix of people right now. Like, there's a lot of new players who are just really shit that came from Valorant. And also a lot of like legacy players that came back because it got updated. So you have this weird mix of people who do want to talk and don't want to talk. Most of the people that do want to talk are older, and they're just apologizing because they're playing so fucking bad.
I've been getting pretty decently good clips from CS2.
On casual, or like what have you been playing?
Just cash. Because there's like there's more people in there, so there's more chances to just. And like, if you don't get anything, I just go to the next game and just leave.
Yeah, I stopped doing that after like the second day because I just got really bored of playing casual. And I realized that Surf basically had the same amount of people in it, and they were all talking. So I just really had no reason to play casual. But other than that, yeah, I haven't recorded like any CS2 in like probably a week. All of it's just been CSGO, or I've just been staying stagnant.
Yeah, I wanna be able to put in the title CS2, because that's like, I don't know, just having CS2 in a title is just something I want to do. So I want to be able to play CS2. Like, I would enjoy going back to Surf just because it's like, there's more people there that are like talkative.
Yeah,
but it's just honestly not what I want to do really. And also, I want there to be a CS2 Surf as opposed to just old CSGO Surf. And putting even just CS2 in a title is just such a power move. It's just like, I'd rather just do that. Because I'm gonna put something.
I don't really think it is right now though. Like, people kind of just don't give a fuck on YouTube. Like, right now.
Yeah, but like
CS2
I'd rather put CS2
really
than CSGO. I'd rather do that because if I'm gonna upload something, I want to like at least have a chance of being seen by more people.
Or you can just put Counter-Strike. That's always an option too.
Yeah, I could always do that.
Because Counter-Strike 2 is technically like the full name. CS2 is the abbreviation. So there's two ways of putting the game now.
I'll probably just go Counter-Strike 2, if anything, not CS2.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I I started working on this new like video, and I kind of just realized right off the bat that I did not have enough clips that were good, that were me telling jokes and stuff like that. So pretty much, I think I'm gonna probably edit the intro to it
Hmm.
and try to nail down. I want to have a different feel to this video, and it's very strange on how to do that, concisely. But yeah, it's not really that interesting. I also want to get more into drawing. Drawing is definitely, I need to get back into all of my like creative flows that I was in for a little bit. Like I was drawing, I was 3D modeling, I was doing a ton of shit at once, and I was improving in a lot of it to a certain degree. Um, and I even revisited some of my animation stuff within the last video. That was really fucking fun to do. Like I just spent a whole day just animating one clip and
Yeah.
making it as best as I could, and it was really fucking fun. It's a lot of work, but
Yeah, it
yeah.
sounds like a lot of work. Holy shit. Damn.
Yeah, it depends on how complex like the thing is, but like if I just did like talking head stuff or something like that with animation, it'd be a lot easier because all you have to do is animate like hands every once in a while and then a mouth, which doesn't even have to be like that intricate. But yeah.
Wait, let's go through the topic list because we have some topics.
Yeah, I mean I could speak on some of this stuff. Most of this I wrote like a week ago, all like on one morning because I was getting an apartment tour
Yeah,
done.
it was like going crazy. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, well, basically, like I walked into like this place to get an apartment tour, and the lady was like, "Hey, your tour person didn't show up. Just so you know, they called in sick, so I'm gonna have to give you the tour if you still want it. So you can either come back later or wait like 30 minutes because I have to run out and go do something, and I'll be back." So during that time, I just wrote down like a fuck ton of topics. I also had like I have very weird like spurts of imagination when I'm like driving for some reason.
Yeah.
Like I'll just think of something and then I'll park eventually and write it down and then go to wherever I was trying to go to. And that's kind of how that all started. I was listening to like Mitch Hedberg on my fucking uh, my phone. I was just listening to his stand up on the way there. I think that sparked some of it, but yeah, one of the first things that I had was how do you go about looking at past iterations of yourself?
Like looking at past versions of you.
Yeah, I mean just thinking about it, like thinking of, oh, this is how I was in 2019. This is how I was in 2017. This is how I was like back in like my fucking childhood. I basically have all that documented so I can look at my mannerisms throughout the years.
Yeah.
So I pretty much have like a decent grasp of like what I was thinking about at the time, like what I cared about at the time. It's just I don't know. Like I think it's in relation to seeing how you've progressed is what I was trying to get at when I wrote this topic.
Progressed as in like personal.
Yeah, how you've grown, like mentally, physically, like how you've changed, improved. Like I think I'm a way better person like right now than I was in 2019.
Oh, yeah, I was too. 100%.
Like in 2018, 2019, I was a piece of shit. Like I
Me
did fuck
now,
all.
me now could kick old me's ass. That's all I'll say.
Well, I mean, I know that to be true pretty much whenever, but I'm saying like as a person back in like 2018, all I did was like ride around my town with my friends and shit. Um, drink. I basically was like an alcoholic, and then as soon as I turned 21, I was no longer interested in drinking at all. Like I do not have any interest in drinking besides like very, very slim little pockets of time.
Mm-hmm.
And normally it's like I'll have one drink or I'll buy like a like lime set or something like that and I'll drink. Um, I'll just make like cocktails for like 1 week. And that'll be it.
Damn.
I think I realized just how much I hate alcohol in general. It's just really shit. It's just a shit like substance. Just
Just
makes you feel bad.
yeah. I've never liked alcohol ever. So like I can like I'll have it here and there, but like you won't ever see me going my way to go like, oh, I'm gonna go today and go buy this drink. Like the fuck no, I would never do that. That is just
Yeah, I
not
can't
me.
imagine going to bars
That's
like
not me.
every single night. Watching people do that is insane to me. Like just seeing them fucking just every day in the
Yeah.
same spot doing the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I could never go to a bar every day. I just couldn't do that. I would just feel like I don't know. Like as much as people were like, "Oh, let's go out doing social interactions," like yeah, it's whatever you like. But really, I don't think I'd ever go to a bar just because I'm like, well, I'll go to a bar, but I won't go there every night just because I'm like, fuck, dude. I got shit to do. I actually want to like try to get somewhere with something. I don't want to like spend every night going to one place just to like kind of like blow some cash and not really go anywhere
Yeah, people in their
for
20s
myself.
literally will just have like two friends with them and will just sit in bars every single night of the week and then go to work the next morning feeling like shit and then get off of work and just go back like immediately. It is insane to me
I
how
couldn't.
people just like
I couldn't do
have that
that.
vicious cycle. That fucking sucks.
But I mean, at the same time too, it's up to the person, I guess. But I could never see myself doing that.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that just catches up to you eventually pretty quick.
Oh yeah,
Like
that'll
that has
definitely
to be the
that'll
root
definitely
to a
catch up.
lot of medical conditions for a lot of people and they just never know.
Oh yeah, definitely. I wouldn't doubt it.
But yeah. I don't know. I also really just hate taking myself like too seriously.
Like what do you mean?
Like back in like 2018, 2019, I took myself so fucking seriously.
Like
And like
as
now
in,
I really just don't.
do you mean like in a sense like you mean seriously like as in like making sure you have your priorities straight, or taking yourself seriously as like anything somebody says about you, or you hear something you have to take the literal.
Yeah, just taking like everything at face like literal value. Like everything matters. Like I'm worried about all this shit. Like back then I was worried about so much stuff at once. Like I had to worry about school, I had to worry about like after work shit. Like I don't know. Like I feel like just going through life not really caring as much about every little minuscule thing is a lot better than taking everything so fucking seriously. Like you can't make jokes about yourself. Like I don't know. Just taking yourself too seriously. That's like the only way I can put it.
Yeah, no. Uh, Taking yourself too seriously. I would like for me when I was in like school, I did a lot just because I was like, worried about like, am I gonna pass this class? Am I gonna do this? Am I gonna do that? Like what's this person saying, or maybe am I not looking the best? Shit like that. Like I used to care about that shit so much. Then once I graduated high school, I was like, okay, fuck these people. I'm done. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I think I had that as well. For a long ass time in high school. I had really bad like body dysmorphia just because I had like a birth defect.
Mm.
Um, so I always worried about like my appearance and shit and like what clothes I was wearing, all the way until I want to say like sophomore year. So that would have been right around like 2018, and then I just kind of stopped caring altogether. Like I wouldn't do my hair. I would wear like a flannel and sweatpants every single day. I'd show up to school with like a fucking Mountain Dew, crack it, drink the whole thing before my first class, go to class, get off, hop in the car with my buddies, ride around, and that would just be it. I took myself, literally did not take myself that seriously after 2018, like 2019 onward. I kind of just realized like none of this shit really fucking matters.
Say what you want, do what you want. Just
Like especially people who like base their entire fucking personality and their entire being on what job they have.
yeah, I hate that shit. That shit is so.
That
That
is what I
is
would say is taking yourself too
yeah.
seriously. Like
That's
I
pussy
am the
behavior.
best. Like
Yeah, that shit.
that is fucking dumb,
Like
dude.
if you're proud of yourself, good for you. But if you're going around being like, "Oh, I'm better than this person. I make more than this person," it's like, but you're a fucking loser. Like you're stuck in high school. You need to like get. You need to like actually figure
But a
some
lot
shit
of people
out.
think about shit like
That's
that.
because they're
Like they
stuck in
think
high
of
school,
their
bro.
occupation and stuff like that as their entire being. Like, oh, I have a house, I have all this shit. It's like,
Because they have teenage personality, teenage mentality. It's like they
but
give
they
you,
kind of don't
but
at
they
the same
do.
time. That is the like think about Instagram culture at that point.
It essentially,
Everybody thinks about that shit like that. Like half of your
I almost
classmates
think of it
think
like,
about this way and where you think that no one thinks that way. They all think this way.
but think of it like I can understand competition. People want to be better because that's just it's human nature to be like competitive. You're supposed to be. It's just gonna
Yeah.
happen. But like to the point where like your whole life and surrounding revolves around like how much you make, like in a sense, like going around to like showboat it essentially, just be like, I'm better because I have this job, I'm this person, I did this. It's just, I feel like it's just a like a evolutionized version of like pretty much being a teenager, because a lot of teenagers act like that. It's just like even in high school, a lot of kids act like that. You know, you'd have like a lot of the rich kids that would act like, I'm better than you because I have this and this, or maybe even some jocks would act like they're top shit because they can play sports and they're bigger. But it's reality. It's like, dude, it does not fucking matter. It really doesn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're talking about a more of like a high school standpoint, I suppose, but
Because that's what I feel like
that makes sense.
it's what I feel like it is though. It just feels like it's evolved into that in like an adulthood sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like the internet kind of gives a lot of us like this perspective that not a lot of other people have, just because we can take ourselves not as seriously online.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing on it that's attached to us per se. Like we can hop in servers and shit like that and make fun of people all the fucking time, and those people might take themselves like super fucking seriously. Like if you talk shit to them, they will fucking implode for the next hour.
Yeah, like they have to say something. It's like,
Yeah, like they have to defend themselves. This is like an attack on their entire well-being.
and they like take it
But
super serious. Like I remember like being in lobbies and shit in like COD, getting called the most racist shit, and like being just like, I'm just like, half the time I think it's funny because some of the shit they say is kind of funny when it's coming at you. So
mhm.
I've just always, I've never been like, sometimes, sometimes here and there, if it's like, somebody's talking shit too much, it's like, okay, maybe you gotta back yourself up a bit here, but like, really, I won't really do shit. I just won't.
Yeah, I mean, just people taking themselves way too seriously to even be able to like joke about shit or like
Yeah.
just interact with people in general. Like they just take everything in their life and are just like, okay, this is me
I very much
to a
take a lot
certain
of things.
standpoint.
I take a lot of things in life as a joke. Not like super like everything is a joke, but a lot of things in life like a joke. Not in like a
Yeah,
bad way. Like I try to find the funny in a lot of things, so I don't really get like super offended when like somebody cusses at me or somebody that seriously gets mad at me. I actually kind of find it funny. Like
mhm.
not in like a piece of shit way, more in like a just a personal find it funny. Because then
Yeah.
I don't even feel offended or anything. I don't even like really care. I'm just like, like 5 seconds from now this dude's gonna leave and that's it. That love
Yeah,
is
it's kind of like a
literally it.
social nihilism at that point.
Yeah.
That is what we're kind of falling into. Although I don't really agree with a lot of what like nihilists believe in to a certain standpoint. It does make sense, but I think just having an outlook on life in that way is just really shitty and just makes for a way worse life in general.
Yeah.
Like you're just taking this thing that you've been gifted to a certain degree and just being like, oh, this does not matter at all. Nothing matters. Therefore, I shouldn't do anything to fix my situation. I'm just a
There's
shit person stuck.
yeah, there's a difference between nothing matters and nothing matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like nothing matters, boo hoo, life is shit, or nothing matters, any mistake you made, it's like it's all right, like you can just move on from this and just try to do better, or just try to just evolve more.
Yeah, I like to use nihilism in a certain sense to kind of focus the value of life in different areas instead of just saying it's devoid of value,
Yeah.
is what I realized. Um, yeah, I don't know. I stumbled on like a nihilistic like album video today where somebody broke down like this whole standpoint of like this teacher and some other random guy. They basically made like a really good, I don't know if it was like a grunge record or what it necessarily was, but they basically took a bunch of like old Roman, it's like an old Roman religion, and they made an album based off of the teachings that that religion had. And seeing as though it was like a dead religion and it was outlawed in Rome, it was like a very solid standpoint, but also the band just had a really good sound. So a lot of people liked it, and it was also very niche and in the earlier parts of the internet, so it wasn't spread around too much. Very interesting video. But yeah, that's kind of why that was just popped in my head. That happened earlier today before I went to fucking bowling league. But yeah. Speaking of that whole area, I think I'm gonna try out some stand up soon.
Yeah, you should
I
do
was
it.
telling you about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I found like a little spot.
When do you think you'll do that?
I don't know, because the hard part is like I'm not free on Wednesday nights normally, until a little bit later.
Mm.
But yeah, I have a coworker who's also interested in stand up, and they said that they would want to. Jesus fuck. God, I should have grabbed a water before we started. Yeah, they said they wanted to go with me, basically. And it's basically just like a little podunk bar area that like has like an open mic near me. So I think I'm gonna try. I don't know if I'm gonna try out material right away. I think I'm just gonna sit in there for a bit, look at the atmosphere to a certain standpoint, and just be like, okay, do I want to get up on this stage, or is it not even worthwhile? Like, is it going to be like a comedy night type of thing where it's just people fucking?
You know, you could try, just to like, I don't know, maybe you do get a little nervous or something like that, whatever, just to kind of break the ice. What you should do, you just see it, you go in a couple times, just watch, take a look, you know, just observe. It's probably not going to be super busy or anything. It's probably going to be probably pretty dead.
Also, a lot of people in there are probably gonna suck ass.
Yeah.
So at least that'll give me some sort of confidence.
You'll probably suck ass too. It's just
how I know starts. I'm gonna suck ass. That is a inevitable thing that I know damn well. My first time up, I'm probably gonna eat shit and then probably leave the bar immediately afterwards.
You'll probably eat shit for a while, but I mean, like, overall, that's how it starts. Like, you're not gonna be good off the bat. I know damn well if I went up, it wouldn't either. If I did that, I know it would take a while until like eventually something clicks, something works. It's just the process. So that stuff.
I also just don't think a lot of the material that I have written, is refined enough to be able to present like that,
and you're gonna have your audience and shit.
Is going to land with that audience at all. But yeah, I don't know if are you down to do that eventually too?
Oh yeah.
Like, are you gonna look for something in your area? I mean, probably not in your area, but maybe in like a larger town near you.
No, I totally.
Probably the easiest way.
Yeah, I'd be down to do something like that. Totally.
I suppose that's another option. There probably is more in the larger town near me than the tiny one.
But, oh yeah, the advice I was also gonna give is even if you just don't even go up and say jokes, just go up and just tell a story, or just tell something. Just getting used to being on like a stage with a mic and a light pointing right at your face. That like, because like when you go up there the first time, it's gonna probably catch you off guard. I don't know. I just remember
I'm gonna be sweating my ass off. I know.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna happen immediately. What I really want to do is I want to have the guy who's coming with me get up eventually.
Yeah. So
because I think he just hasn't had anybody with him there quite yet to like encourage him to want to pursue stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all he's done basically is he has like some written bits. I don't even know if he has them written. I think he just has them memorized. But he has some bits that are actually pretty funny. And I think I just need to like give him the push he needs to like try it out. But
surprised he hasn't, considering he's been going there.
Yeah, I think he just goes there to drink. So.
Oh, he hasn't actually been up yet?
No.
Oh, I thought he's actually been up. Never mind.
No, no.
I thought he's actually been up already. He's just kind of like taking you under his wing. It's like, oh, sweet. He hasn't been up
yet. Homie's a bartender.
No, it's all good.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, the thing is too, I've known this guy for like a year and a half at this point, and I had no fucking clue that he was into like stand-up comedy or anything like that, or like he like studies it. Like, he actually like takes in a bunch of the medium and knows pretty much everybody that I rattled off that one day that we talked about it.
Yeah.
Which was insane. Like, he knows a lot of smaller guys. He's watched a lot of stand-up apparently in person. So it's really fucking cool. It's a cool thing that I finally have someone in real life that is also interested in that topic. Yeah. So I'm not going in alone, or I'm not just taking like one of my friends who has no fucking clue why we're even there. That would suck. Just go with some guy to a bar and he fucking bombs and runs out and you're just stuck there.
No. Don't even run out. Just take your seat and just like.
No, I'm probably just gonna sit back down. We'll see. I don't know. It could be really fucking bad.
If you run out, if
it's really bad, I'm jumping into a fucking river.
No, right. If it bombs, don't run out. That is the worst thing you could do.
I'm gonna pull a charge car, and then I'm gonna fucking cry in my car for 20 minutes straight, and then come back out and buy a drink.
That is like the worst thing to do. Don't run out, because everybody's gonna remember that.
I'm also wondering if alcohol to a certain degree will help with the delivery a little bit. I know a lot of comedians and stuff like that lean into substances and stuff before they go on, just
Yeah.
to help out with like the edge and all that. So we'll see. Maybe that'll help too. Maybe that'll give me a reason to drink again. Other than that, I don't enjoy it at all. It's just really shit.
Yeah. No, I'll definitely be
But
down to do stand up at some time. I would be down.
fuck
I would
yeah.
just need to like I would definitely go there for a bit to observe, but I'd
Mhm.
be down to do it.
Hell yeah.
I feel like stand up and going on a mic, as much as people might judge and be like, "Oh, this is stupid," reality is that a lot of those pussies won't even ever do that in their life.
Yeah, no,
It's
that's
the
a very
truth.
challenging task
They
for a lot of
they
people.
will never do that in their life, but they will say everything about it.
Yeah, it's like getting up at a wedding times like 10.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I went to go see a comedy thing, and my mom
Mhm.
wanted to come with me, and I was like, "Okay, sure, you can come with," and she invited her friends, and there was like two starters before the real comedian popped out. And so one of them was like, okay, I didn't really like the personalities of them. I thought it was just kind of like not my style. But like still they did it, so I can't shit on them. And there was
Mhm.
one of them that was he took a different approach. You could tell he was testing it. It wasn't really funny. It was just really like, okay. But like I was just like, oh, you know, whatever, he did it. Good for him. You know, he's just gotta keep working on shit. I remember my mom's friends were like, oh, that was so dog shit. Why would he do that? I was like thinking to myself, like, what a fucking bitch thing to say. Your ass would never get on that stage and do a thing. I'm just like, wow. Like, fuck off.
Yeah, dude, that shit stinks. People are always just gonna hate, even though they
People are
will
gonna
never do that
hate,
shit.
bro. They don't.
I mean, it's like people watching the fucking NFL game.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck can that dumbass not pick up the fucking ball, tackle him, dude? You would stand on that field and get bodied immediately. You would break a fucking femur, dude. These are like 400-pound fucking gorillas against your little thin ass. Like, you screaming at a TV because Tim fucking Dick fuck couldn't pick up a ball has no meaning. You were just screaming at a wall. Like, you played
Yeah.
football in sophomore year of fucking high school, and that is it. You cannot speak on this matter. Everyone wants to be an analyst for like sports and shit. It is insane. Like, I don't understand how people talk about sports in that way.
Yeah. No, people talk about sports a lot like that.
Yeah, people are just really invested in sports. I don't know.
I've never been a
I
sports
could
guy.
never get into that shit, I don't think. I don't know, maybe I could and I just haven't
I remember
because I haven't had like access or a want to watch it.
Yeah, I've just never liked it. It's just like it's too many fucking rules for one game, and I'm just like I don't even care anymore. Like the concept seems simple, but then they just throw a million rules, and I'm just like I lose interest. I'm just like I don't really care for that. It's not
Yeah.
as
I mean,
exciting
I
and
also
stuff.
didn't play sports that much in high school, so I think that probably didn't help. I didn't really have sports as a key part of my life, basically from any point besides like 3 years or 4 years. Other than that, I was not that interested at all.
Yeah, it was. I remember I was like, okay, maybe I'm just not giving sports enough of a try. So I did like a year's worth of soccer. Fucking
Yeah.
hated that shit. I was like, wow, this is wasting my time.
Well, I did four technically, and I didn't really make it anywhere. I got to varsity at one point, and then other than that, I
Hmm.
I kind of just fell off and got disinterested. So like soccer, I could watch because I actually understand the game to a certain degree. I think that's why I don't really connect with a lot of other sports. Is just because I haven't myself played them in the facet that they have, like an actual organized like league. Um, so that's probably why I don't like sports.
Yeah.
That'd make the most sense. But yeah, I don't know. But when people bring it up, I just have nothing to retort with it. So I'm just like, yeah. Oh, he did that. Oh, wow. And then
Yeah,
it
I'm
hopefully changed direction very quickly.
dude, some guy like was doing something and he stopped me and he was like telling me like, yeah, this guy threw his arm out and like every Monday night football is just so crazy. I'm like, yeah, man, you're right. I don't know the fuck he was. I don't watch football. I don't
Yep.
know who this guy.
Especially football. I just do not like football in general. Football is so fucking boring.
I can't.
It is
How the
so boring.
How do people spend tickets to go watch something for 3 hours like that? I just couldn't. That's just not. I mean, I couldn't watch football. I just can't. I get bored of
Well,
that.
football holds people's attention because it's very, very
Violent.
well. Yeah, there's a lot of physical violence to it, but also think of like the way in which you're interested in football.
Yeah.
With baseball and stuff like that, it's always repetition of an action that gets people excited. So like for baseball, it's a pitch. It's a constant peak in interest the whole time. So it keeps you engaged. Same with football, every snap, everything. Basically, there's just like increments in between plays. Or, well, I guess they're just plays in general that keep your interest. And that's the reason why people can watch it for fucking hours and hours and hours. And then they want to analyze it. So
I don't know anybody who likes baseball. I don't know anybody.
I like baseball. I can't watch baseball for a whole season.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I like the sport. I don't like the fucking length of the sport. It takes like 2 hours to watch. And then most of the time, I think it's also a lot of like the teams around my area are just kind of shit. Like we don't win very often. Like if you're in LA and stuff like that, you're probably really hype about it because it's a big like yearly event almost because their teams just win constantly. That also probably helps. Or at least like your town is like a contender. None of mine around my area are contenders.
Yeah.
All right, actually, I'm going to take can we take like a 5-minute break?
Yeah,
I'm going to get water.
Go for it.
Okay, the issue has been fixed. I didn't realize I ran through 2 water bottles during just the fucking Uno section. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, I've been eating a lot of soup recently. Just because I've been sick.
Wow.
My girlfriend came over and made this Mexican dish called sopa. I don't know if you've ever had sopa.
Sopa. No.
No.
Never had sopa.
It's basically the easiest way to explain it. It's like Hamburger Helper, but if Mexican people made it. Like, just really good ingredients, really good flavor. It's just better in general. Like it's almost like a soup that isn't a soup because there's just so much shit in it. Like there's no broth basically. It's just noodles, hamburger, cilantro, onion, and then like seasoning and stuff like that. But it's really fucking good. But then also, dude, chicken noodle. Ooh. God damn. That shit is so good. I started putting adobo in my chicken noodle to make it a little bit more hearty.
Adobo?
Yeah, it's like a seasoning. It's like an all-purpose seasoning. Oh fuck. I'm struggling here. I've been talking a lot.
Well, I'll start
fuck.
talking more. If you want me to. I got 2 things I want to talk about so much. I'm super excited.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Fuck soup. Okay. Next
What?
thing. Dude, there is rumors, and I'm pretty sure this may be confirmed, that a Titanfall 3 will be getting announced pretty soon. Like,
I have heard.
there,
I have heard
no,
the rumors.
like, there is a lot of fucking shit. So, I guess supposedly on Titanfall's YouTube channel, there's 3 private videos, and they haven't uploaded shit to that channel for years. Randomly is 3. They've left 3 coded messages that all reveal the release dates of Apex, Titanfall 1, Titanfall 2, and then there was like a 4th one or some shit that is like the exact same day when the Apex season ends. And there's a there was like some kind of a announcement thing they posted or some shit, and the A was the same A from Titanfall, which is weird because, you know, why would they do that? So I think there might be a Titanfall 3 coming out, which I'm super excited for. And they fixed the servers and shit on that game on Titanfall 2. They got a bunch of people playing that game coming back. I'm hoping, like, I'm really hoping there's like a 3rd game they're gonna make, because honestly that franchise Titanfall seriously is like underrated. That shit is so good. The only reason the 2nd one failed is because, well, it didn't fail, but it got crushed, so it didn't really get like the love it deserved at the start. Was because it got released in between Call of Duty and Battlefield 1. the same week. So it was a real stupid move to release it, but that game is so good. I love Titanfall, dude. And
What would
then,
that have been? Would that have been Advanced Warfare?
yep,
Was that
it
2015?
was that and Battlefield 1.
Damn.
Not the best time to release it. It was the
Yeah, that's a
same
rough
week.
week.
Yeah, that was the same week those games were coming out. They dropped it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, dude. That's like
Yeah.
dropping the same week as Drake. Like you're not,
hmm
you are not batting for the fences at that point. You are
Nope.
kind of fucked.
And then the other thing I want to talk about is Party Animals. One of the best games I've played so far this fucking year. This shit is so good, dude. Actually, no, that's a lie. That's probably my second favorite. My first favorite would be the Zelda that came out. I'd love to share that game. But
Have you been playing it still?
I finished it. I did the glitch where you make a bajillion dollars. I'm like actually rich in that game, so I will never be. I could buy everything in that game. I could buy everything. I have like
Damn, this guy cheated.
I have 100,000 rupees. I'm very rich.
This guy cheated. He did the fucking GTA money glitch. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, converted it to my real bank account. Now I'm
Man,
rich.
this guy is fucked up.
And then, so back to Party Animals. That game is so much fun. It's 25 bucks, but dude, go buy it. Honestly, it's so much fun. That game is so good. I love
Okay,
it.
I will say this about Party Animals.
Oh,
It
dude,
is
it's
very
so
fun,
fun.
but I do not think it's gonna have a very long longevity. But
I don't know. I feel like it's one of those
I
games. where you
am
could go back
happy
to.
though. Okay, I don't think that either. I don't think it's gonna have
that.
much replayability later on because as soon as the servers die, the game is gonna die. Like immediately.
don't-
Like as soon as that player base that's on it right now leaves, you're fucked.
Okay, if they don't add anything or update, and they pull an Among Us where they can do shit for a whole year and add one
Well, I'm
new
not even.
map.
I wouldn't even point to Among Us. I would
No,
point to Fall Guys.
Yeah, no, Fall Guys actually did stuff. They lasted for a while.
Yeah, they still have a kid player base though.
Who cares?
And this game is very strange into where like, yeah, there is like a kid player base. I feel like because it's very marketed. Like it's a bunch of fucking animals. Like of course kids are gonna like that shit, but it's also like a group play session type of game.
Yeah, I don't even view it as kids though. I view it as like a thing you can play with your friends. You know, not even like
Yeah, it's definitely
yeah,
aimed at
kids-
at an older audience than Fall Guys was.
True,
So
but you gotta also remember when you were a kid, we were trying to play like Call of Duty, GTA, other games like that. We weren't going after games like that looked like that. So I guess nowadays, yeah, kids would be targeted towards something like that. But at the same time, too, it's like, it's really just more of like a friend group play thing, which I can appreciate.
yeah, you can also tell immediately that it's targeted for an older audience because it's actually a paid game and not free. It's not an online service game. It's literally just a $20 game that you buyed.
Yeah.
You buyed. I'm fucking. I
Bye.
did not just say that. Yeah, you can cut that one.
I'm keeping
please.
that in.
It's one that you bought
Bye.
and you'll have forever. So they're making actual sales on it. It isn't just like oh hey, this is our battle pass for this month.
I think,
So
nah, like, I could get, like, dude, that game is so much fun. I love it. It's so good.
and it's so cool that they didn't pull their punch on global chat.
Yes.
Like, global voice chat. That is sick as fuck.
Ryan, we haven't gone into a single game where you hear some little kid. The last match we played, some dude said the N-word.
Yeah, he did.
That was
They
like
did say-
crazy.
They did say that one.
He's like GG and then said the hard R. And that was the last game we played.
Yeah, the GG was surrounded by some other syllables.
Yeah. That's what you get for saying bide.
Fuck you. I'm sick.
Sick of being a little bitch.
Oh, I gotta
Bide.
clean this off my fucking. I just spit on my trash can. Hold on. Do I have tissues still? Oh, here they are. Okay, I think my voice has rejuvenated enough to where I can talk about something again. Let me look through the list.
No, I'll take it from here. All right.
Oh, let me finish up my soup tangent. Soup is the best way for food to be ingested. That is all.
Oh, you're gross.
Nope, that is the
You're
best
gross,
medium
man.
for food. I do
So
not
you're
care. I can
telling
eat
me-
soup
You're
every
telling
fucking
me,
day.
You're telling me you would grind up a full fucking Thanksgiving meal and then throw it into a liquefied shit to make it soup?
Dude, you could and it could probably smack.
Oh, fucking no. What the
I
fuck?
love a warm bowl of food. Like just liquid, not all liquid. I like,
The
okay,
fuck?
let me put it
You
this way. I like
grandma?
soup with
You
shit in it.
you
I don't want
fucking
just like a
grandma?
pureed grandma soup. I
You
want like, well, actually, grandma soup is just like cut up potatoes and fucking water.
you drink out of a straw, bitch.
You could. Tell me you had never had a bowl of lobster bisque and it changed your life.
Never, because I've never had that.
That's the reason why you don't like soup then.
Yeah, and I'm thankful.
You need to educate yourself.
You need to bide.
Fuck you. Oh man.
I like tomato soup's not too bad. It's all right, but like honestly, there's
Bro,
better
you're bringing
shit.
up like the most
But
basic
it's-
soups ever. Have you ever had menudo?
Who the fuck did you just summon in my room?
Have you ever had caldo?
What are you summoning? Who's Menudo?
Have you ever had soap? Soap isn't soup.
Soap is from Call of Duty.
Fuck you.
What?
God damn. These one-off little fucking headliners, man.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I had sleep paralysis. I forgot
All right, you fucking.
because
yeah.
it was so uneventful. Yeah, I
Ryan
fucking
had a
woke up.
nightmare. You started tweaking. That's all.
No, okay. So what happened was I woke up midday,
Yeah.
like I do, because my sleep schedule is just fucked and
Wait,
has
you had
been
sleep
for like
paralysis
months on
midday?
end now. Yes,
Oh,
I didn't even know that was
Oh,
possible.
you're gonna die tomorrow.
So
a
I
curse.
I woke up out of my sleep, right? I don't know if I was having like a fucked up dream or what was going on,
Mhm.
but I woke up and I was lying on basically like my couch down here,
Yeah.
and I like woke up and I was like, "Oh shit, that was a weird dream. Let me get up." And I was like, "Oh, oh, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Who's about to walk out? Uh-oh." And I'm like looking around, I'm like, "Okay. Well, I've seen this before. I know how this goes. Who the fuck is about to appear?" And I was literally so unimaginative, I couldn't even think of a fucking sleep paralysis demon. I just stared at my wall for 10 seconds until I got unstuck.
Wait, it took 10 seconds?
Oh, I meant 10 minutes. Yeah, no, this was like minutes on end.
What the fuck?
I was just sitting there, unable to move like any fucking muscle in my entire body. I was fully conscious. Like I knew what was happening around me. My body was just like stuck. And I was just waiting for like some fucking hand or something to like grab me or like walk out from like around a corner. And just nothing ever came. So I was just stuck there. In my own skin.
What if somebody just picked you up?
Dude,
It
you
just
could.
took
You
you
literally could probably
somewhere.
pick me up and just chuck me at a fucking wall. And I wouldn't be able to do anything.
Imagine imagine if I threw like some big old box TV and you fell on the ground and then it fell after. You wouldn't be able to do anything.
And then I get teleported into SpongeBob. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So wait, you can't talk, can you? When that happens.
I didn't try.
Why did you not try?
Because I thought that something was about to touch my asshole, dude. I don't fucking
You
know.
wouldn't
I'm,
scream. You
I'm
just
sitting
be
here
like,
stuck on my side,
You wouldn't
fucking
scream.
unable to look at anything, and I'm on a couch, so I can't even see the other way. So I'm like, uh-oh, something could appear above me.
So you're telling me something puts their finger in your stink and you're just sitting there like,
I wouldn't be able to do shit. If it did put its finger in my stink, I couldn't do anything.
you wouldn't like try to cuss it out? You wouldn't like say
I
anything?
would, but nothing happened. So I was just like, all right, well, I'm just here now. Like, my neck muscles felt hot as fuck trying to just, like, look around.
What?
Because, like, they wouldn't do anything. So, like, I'm, like, stressing the shit. I
You
could
were
feel, like, my
overheating.
neck muscles here. But it was like my entire body was just, like, one big cramp. Like, I couldn't move.
Ugh, what the fuck? Dude,
Oh, dude, and on top of this sickness also fucked up my tickets to Eric Andre. I was supposed
Yeah.
to see him live, and I fucked it. I was so pissed.
how much are the tickets?
They weren't that much. They were a gift for my birthday for my
Oh.
girlfriend. So that's the part that kind of stinks, is that she like bought these and then she tried to sell them to some bitch online, and she was just being a dick about it and just would not come to a price.
You should have sent
And then she thought
butthole
she
demon to her
argued with
house.
us for like 4 fucking hours to buy these tickets, and then was like, "Oh yeah, I don't think they're even real." Bitch, why would you spend 4 fucking hours arguing with someone
Wait,
online to not even buy it?
Did you get her number?
No, I
Oh,
think they were. It was just through like I
because
don't even
I
know what
would
my
have.
girlfriend had. I think it was like Facebook.
I would have prank called this shit out of her. You don't understand. There was a friend of mine. They were getting like continuously called by like this old couple, and like this
Yeah.
older couple's number I guess went to some other person, and this guy's been
Uh-huh.
like calling my one friend continuously. So what I did is I said, "Give me the number," and I still have it in my list of prank call numbers.
Oh my god, this dude has a fucking death note
No,
list.
it's not a death note. It's because sometimes I'm in a session. I'm like, let's do a prank call, and it's actually funny. And I love doing prank calls. I think they're the funniest thing ever. And it's harder to just yeah, you could go online and search up a fucking number, but it's more funnier if there's like a background to this single number and this reason and this actual person. There's an actual background story. It's not just fucking Walmart. You know what I mean? You can add more of like a story to it as to whose number this is and why you're calling and who this person is. Not like legit like shit, 'cause you don't know the person's name or anything. But you know what I mean? Like you'd be like, oh, this asshole is prank calling my friend, yada yada, and continuously bothering them. So we're gonna prank call them or do some shit. Because it'd be like they wouldn't have a clue. They would have no clue.
I would have no idea.
No idea.
No idea.
And I've done prank call videos and I love making them. I think they're funny.
Yeah, I just don't think a lot of people are interested in them
Oh no.
at the moment.
No, I just
But
yeah. Sometimes it's just
they're a
funny
good
to do.
idea.
Yeah.
I think honestly they'd probably do better if you made like a COD video surrounding it versus a CS video.
Oh, you know what? They would do so much better if like my channel was bigger. If my channel was bigger, they would do so much better.
Well, I mean
There'd be
that
clips-
works
there
by
would be- There'd
default.
be clips being
but
made, everything. I'd be like, yes.
I think it's just like mixing two genres that kind of don't fit. You're mixing like a very serious crowd with a very unserious topic.
What, CS crowd?
Yeah.
I feel like they're not very serious at all. I, feel like
I don't
they
know.
just
Well,
say,
actually, you
"Shut
know
the
what?
window."
I think they're just kind of not interested in that type of humor. Like, you know what I mean? Like they kind of just don't give a fuck unless you're like telling someone like I think mundane stuff, like mundane calls where you're just like pranking someone like that is like not that interesting, whereas like you remember like the Swagger Souls video from like a couple years ago where he talked about this guy prank calling a Denny's and he made like the manager throw a chair through the front window?
No, that sounds funny.
Oh, yeah, you got to see that video after this then if
Please,
you've never heard that story.
That shit sounds funny.
I'm going to link that to you right now. Hold on.
God.
It's actually part of like Rack's old it's one of his old podcasts.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh man, I gotta tell you this. This shit was so funny, dude. Okay. I'll cut his name out because I don't know if I should put it in, but
Okay.
but you know Lemons, right?
Yeah.
So I was chilling with him one night in a call, and he's like, you know, he's doing his job, right? The talking stuff, and this lady calls in, and I guess she's been calling them continuously, and
God.
she's convinced, and he's recorded this multiple times. She's convinced that they are putting subliminal messages in their show, and she's calling them saying she's gonna come down there and do something.
What?
And she keeps calling them every week, saying she's not gonna get controlled. You guys can't do anything, and she thinks that they're the government.
What?
And
dude?
I'm thinking to myself,
Okay, you gotta think though. Lemons is on like the shift of that is so fucking late.
yes,
too.
that's the crazy part.
So
And
that
then
lady
and-
has to be insane.
And I'm thinking to
dude.
myself right now, imagine if you prank called the fuck out of her and actually was pretending to be the government. Imagine how funny that'd be.
Dude, that is like,
She would
okay,
lose her
that isn't even
shit.
just like a crazy person. That is a manic person.
That
Like, they
would be
are insane, dude.
That's bro. The fact that she was
How old is she?
she's an old lady, but it's just funny because it's like, imagine if you were to prank call her without her knowing, and you pretended to be the government after all these years of her saying and accusing this host that they're putting subliminal messages and they're part of the government. What if you were just
This has been going on for years?
This has been going on from, I guess, a couple of months or some shit, but it's been happening recently more. But that's what I mean, though, is that if, like, imagine how funny that'd be. You literally, like, pretend to be part of the government, just randomly call her up, just giving her side of what she would say, I think that'd be funny. Because you could just say the most like random shit and just as long as you say you're the government, I swear to God she'd believe it. Swear to God she'd believe it.
I took a bite out of my binder. Okay.
I heard that.
Yeah. It was looking a little too scrumptious.
I don't know. I think it'd be funny. I feel like there's so much you could do with that. Because
yeah, I mean, I don't know if you'd be able to do it. That's just more like personal enjoyment at that point. I feel like.
That's more personal enjoyment. But I mean, I'm like saying like if you were a bigger YouTuber and you're gonna make something like that and you just give more context, I feel like it'd be pretty good.
Yeah, I think the internet in general has kind of just moved on from prank calls.
A lot of these prank call ideas are just not like at all something I could do now, but they're in the list of things I could do like eventually when like I get bigger.
Yeah, like down the road.
Yeah, 100%, not now.
But also people might hold you a little bit more accountable for it. So it's kind of like a two-way street. There's a lot of things that might go into it, but
yeah, it may or may not even just happen, but like it's just like something I'm like, it's not.
You can make a show out of it.
It's definitely not. I wouldn't say it's a terrible idea because there's dog shit ideas I've seen on YouTube, but like, it's definitely not bad. I could see something working with that, but I have to get way bigger for that.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna take a little time. God damn, what the fuck was that? What did you just do? What the fuck, dude?
I hit my elbow on my mic.
Dude, you sounded like a Ren and Stimpy skit. What the fuck was that?
This shit hurt.
Oh my god.
You have to bite a new mic arm.
Alright, actually, I think we just exhausted all of our topics at like the perfect time. Unless you have anything else to bring up. Like, we ran through most of those and we're at an hour exactly.
Oh wait, we didn't talk about how you envy people who get excited by minuscule things.
Yeah, dude, people just go get like a coffee. They're like, this made my day.
I feel sad for those people.
I don't feel sad for those people because I want to be those people eventually. Like when I'm an old person, I hope that is me.
As an old... Okay, I thought you meant like as a regular...
Yeah, no.
I feel sad for those people. I'm not saying that's
I think a lot of people that...
But personally, me, I'd be a little upset.
A lot of people that go by their day by day like that and like have things like make their day or ruin their day are just very fragile. Like, you gotta have some like mental instability or something for that to be the case. Like, if you can't roll with the punches on your day-to-day life, that is fucking really sad.
Yeah, that's gotta be... That's like what we were talking about before, taking yourself too seriously. 100% is.
Yeah, that kind of falls into that. But yeah, other than that, that is the only other topic that I really want to talk about. That was it. That one was even on like the lower part of the list.
Oh my god.
But yeah, hopefully I can knock this fucking sickness. I'm really tired of it. The problem is I can't record it all because I'm just so nasally that like if I had clips that were actually good, it would just piss me off editing.
You maybe could use it to an advantage in like a sense if you were to make like a bit or something.
Yeah, but they would know. Like if I was in a surf lobby talking like this the whole time and then I made a bit out of being nasally, I think they'd know. I don't think it would be that funny.
I think you can make something work with it, honestly. I wouldn't say like, I don't think they'd catch on. They wouldn't catch on because it would only catch on is if you jumped right in and started trying to make a joke out of you being nasally. Then it would.
Well, yeah, but if you're going to have a bit that runs the whole time, you almost have to do that.
Yeah, but like
the first interaction you have with someone has to be part of the bit.
Yeah, but just start like talking and then like eventually start like going on about how sick you are, just being in the conversation and then eventually
I thought you meant playing a character that's just nasally. I didn't know that you wanted to. Oh.
No.
That's different.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I don't really have that much fun in surf doing that, though. I like just talking to people.
Yeah, that's fair, too. I don't know.
It's more fun just having natural conversation.
I want CS2 surf, please, and thank you. God. Christ, give it to me right now, please. CS2 surf.
Amen.
Please, bro.
Okay. I think we should end it there.
Okay, guys.
Let's do it.
Let's
go play Party Animals. I want to play Party Animals. I want to play
Yeah, guys. We're going to go play Party Animals.
Oh my god, I want to go play Party Animals.